Welcome to Self Love Chats, the podcast where choosing yourself stops being a someday and becomes a today.
Yes, ma'am. We are two friends who clawed our way out of survival mode, and we're still becoming her right alongside you.
Mhm. Yes, we are. Whether you're just starting your self love journey or learning how to trust yourself again, you're in the right place.
Yes, ma'am. So we want you to grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's have the conversations we all need to, but do not have often enough.
Yes, we are. Today's episode is for every woman who's ever heard, "You're so strong. You always have it together. I knew you'd figure it out."
Yes. And while all those words sound like compliments, sometimes
Mhm.
they feel like a burden on us because nobody asked if the strong friend is okay. Nobody checks on the strong friend.
No, they do not. No, they do not. I
No.
spent years feeling responsible for everyone, fixing problems, giving advice, holding space, being available. And eventually I realized I was carrying emotional labor that wasn't mine to carry.
And I relate to that so much because being the helper became part of my identity. I loved helping people. What do you need? Can I do that for you? Is there something I can assist you with? But somewhere along the way, I stopped allowing people to help me. I wasn't open enough to realize when I needed help.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 100%. One thing that just happened actually is I met my daughter's father in Kentucky to pick up Anaya for the switch. He had her the first half of the summer, I have her the second half. And there was some back and forth with my oldest daughter. So I have my oldest who's 19. I have my middle who's 12. Those two are with my ex. And my 19-year-old got a text message from her dad and was like, "Hey, you really need to talk to your," because Anaya, she's going through puberty. So we're working on some stinky armpits that we've been struggling with her. And he's like going to Allie to be like this strong, like to be the daughter or to be the parent. And I told Allie, I'm like teaching her how to set these boundaries now as a 19-year-old. I was like, tell him anytime he's asking you for something to go to Anaya, you're not responsible for her. You're not the person who needs to tell him just to ask, talk to mom, talk to mom. And so I think teaching these boundaries within being like this the strong one that has to go out, she's the eldest daughter. I don't want her to have like this
Mhm.
whole stigma around her that she has to be the one taking care of everything. That's not your job. And I think it starts with teaching our daughters this from a young age of like, it's not your responsibility. You don't have to take on the things. You can ask for help or you can tell people to go do, it's okay to not be the one to have to handle the situations. So, I don't know. My chat GPT told me I handled it properly, but I don't know. I just want her to learn boundaries and like you don't have to
Yes.
be responsible for other people at your age of 19. And so
Yes, ma'am.
I want to ask you, can you remember a time when you wished someone checked on you?
Absolutely. There were
Mhm.
seasons where I was pouring into everyone else while silently struggling myself. And sometimes being the strong friend is not, you can't even realize it. You don't even realize you're
Yeah.
struggling because you're so busy
Mhm.
helping others around you. You're so busy pouring out of your cup while it's not being filled.
Yeah.
So I silently struggled and didn't even know. People
Mm.
assumed I was okay because I looked okay because the face I put
Yeah.
on the social media platform, but I wasn't. And I didn't know how to say I needed someone to support me or please, can you look out for me? Can you just call me and check on my emotional well being? I wasn't in a space where I felt like I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I definitely wanted to make sure while you were in recovery, I'm like, let me just check in with her as often as possible without trying to be a bother as you're trying to recover of like, my struggle with phone calls. That's something that
Yeah.
I'm more
You were
actively
so
looking.
good. You did
And
so
I'm like,
good.
let me just call her. Let me just check on her. Let me just make sure she's okay. And that's the thing too. It's like I just think back to when, my biggest struggle where I wasn't okay was when my mom passed away. And you have your friends around you when the passing first happens. You have your friends
Mhm.
that reach out to you and everything. But after that, I just felt like I was on my own. And I don't, you just like you just said, it's like, I don't know. How do you ask for that help? Like, how do you ask for someone to reach out to you or for
Mhm.
someone to check on you? Like that
Because
just,
we tend to think that if I reach out to all these people enough, I'm sure that it'll come a time where they'll reach out to me when I
yes.
need it. And that's
Yeah.
what we assume. But we can't. You can't assume that people know when you need help or know when you need someone to just listen to you or be there for you, you know?
Yeah.
So it is hard to ask. Like, how do I ask for help when I'm the strong friend, when I'm so used to pouring it out so much?
Yeah. What? Because if you've been disappointed enough times, you just start believing it's easier to do everything yourself. This is what I was talking about with Allie of like learning how to set those boundaries and to communicate and to really speak on what your needs are and not to appease the other person or to just say whatever you have to say. Like, I think that you, as the strong person, as the person, you have to be able to be like, oh, no, that's not my thing. Or when and depending on who you're talking to, I've talked to her through so many conversations with her friends on really talking about what she has needed and being able to communicate that with our friends and being able to say that. I think that we obviously can't go back in time and change how we were raised, but we can be aware of it now and start raising our children to be better and to do it and to be able to communicate that because if you're doing everything yourself, eventually that just becomes exhausting. Being strong doesn't mean carrying everything alone.
Exactly. And receiving support doesn't make you weak, it makes you human.
Yeah.
Self love isn't just giving, it's also receiving as well. You need to receive self love just as much as we're pouring it out to other people.
So as you're listening to this episode, reflect this week. Reflect right now as you're listening to us. What is being the strong friend costing you?
Yeah. Is it costing you peace? Is it costing you rest, support, connection? Take a moment, sit with yourself, and really think about it.
Yeah.
And what we want you to do this week is ask for help one time. This week, just once. That's it. Let somebody support you. You deserve to be supported just as much as you support everyone else around you. So definitely be willing to ask somebody for help this week because you deserve it and you will get it.
I think we just did that honestly right before we hopped on this call. And I really support in the way, but one thing that we both struggle with is being consistent on our content. And so
Hmm.
it's like, one thing that we had talked about before hopping on is checking in with each other, sending those eyeballs. Hey, wh- how are like
Yeah,
where are you at with this? How are you doing? Are you getting it done? What's stopping you? And, I think having those people to really hold you not even accountable, but to just check in on you when you're struggling with something is so important.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. Because I struggle with it, y'all. I struggle.
Me too. That's why we gotta keep each other on our toes. And I'm
Point
grateful
to you.
because even when I'm not doing it or if I don't feel like it, I see you and we give me that eyeball and I'm like, oh, let me let me just do it. You need that person that's gonna check on you and keep you accountable.
Yeah.
It's okay to ask for help when you're feeling stuck in a space where you don't know
Mhm.
what to do or where to go. It's okay to ask for help. And we
Yeah.
do that often, and I'm grateful for our friendship. And I wish everybody else has that one person in their corner that they can go to and literally ask for help. So make sure you do that today, this week.
Hmm. Yeah. And I think that's why it works so well with us. One, we just talk all the time. And two, we both check on each other. We don't wait for the one other person to check on. Is like, hey, I haven't heard from you, and so like, where are you at? Like, how are you doing? You know, so it's like, it's not that friendship where you're waiting for that other person because if one goes missing, the other one's, especially with our business partnership, it's like, hey, where
Yeah.
you at? Where you at? Next week, we're talking about something that's keeping a lot of dreams on hold. Stop
Hmm.
waiting to feel ready. This goes back with our content. Stop waiting to feel ready.
Yeah. Stop waiting to feel ready. Look, I felt attacked. I said, oh, I hear you. I hear you, universe. I understand. And if
Same.
you love today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with a woman who really needs this message. Every review, every share helps us reach more women who are ready to start becoming her.
Yeah. And join the free Becoming Her community. If you don't have those friends that are going to reach out to you, if you're thinking through this whole episode, that sounds great for you guys, but I don't have that. Make sure to join our Becoming Her community. The link is in the description, and we are that for you. We will be that strong
We
friend
are.
to reach out to you and be like, hey, are you okay? Until next time, keep choosing yourself, keep trusting your journey, and remember, you already have everything you need to become her.
Period.